So I have my test movie, iMovie complete, and I need to share it with other people. On the iPad, there's a certain way that we want to go about this to make sure that this movie is actually viewable and accessible by others. So if I open up this movie, down at the bottom, you're going to see a little box with an arrow going out of it, and this is my export area. Up at the top, you're going to see that I have options on where I can send this. And it would be really nice if I could just copy it directly to Google Drive or copy it directly to YouTube or my Gmail. But that doesn't always seem to work. You can give it a shot, but in most cases, this seems to want to fail on us. So what we're going to want to do instead of sending it directly to one of these options is save it to files. So once your movie has exported, it's going to give you some options on where you can save this on your iPad. You could save this anywhere that you'd like, but I would suggest that you save it on my iPad and on or in the iMovie folder. This will just help us stay organized. I'll know that any of my iMovie files are in the iMovie folder. So make sure that the iMovie folder is selected and then go ahead and hit save. So now I've taken my iMovie file and placed it in my iMovie folder. Now that I have taken my iMovie file and I have downloaded it to share, I need to find it on my iPad. If you look down in my bottom dock, I have a blue folder, and that blue folder is my file that you're looking for. So locate this app on your iPad and open it up. And if you look on the left-hand side, my second option down is on my iPad, and I have an iMovie folder, which is where I placed my test movie. So if I open this up, you can see on the right-hand side, I have the test iMovie file. Now that I've located this, I can put it in my Google Drive, I could upload it to YouTube, I could share it out in many different ways. For this movie, we're going to focus on putting it in our Google Drive. So I'm going to open up my Google Drive, and in the bottom right hand side I have a plus symbol. And when I hit the plus symbol, I'll have a few options. I'm looking for the up arrow for upload. And I'm going to browse. And a lot of the times it's going to come up as your recents, and you can see that I have my test iMovie up at the top as an option. You could also go to browse and I could find my iMovie folder. So I'm going to select that, and that's all we have to do. Google Drive is doing its thing. It is uploading this into my drive. So if I want to find this file now, it's not as easy to find it on an iPad as opposed to a desktop or laptop, but one way to do it is go up to the top left-hand side and select your three lines and go to Recent. And you can see the most recent thing was my test iMovie. Now if I were to select this, you're going to get something that says the video is still processing. It is successfully placed in my Google Drive. It's just I need all the video, audio components, everything to kind of mesh together in Google Drive. It's going to take a little bit of time, but eventually this screen will go away and you'll have a video preview, and your users just have to hit the play button to watch your iMovie on Google Drive.